I just I just wanted I just wanted to check my understanding. You you said just take deep inhale. So I took deep inhale. Then I did like this. So again means again I have to take breath. Then
No, no,
this is
no,
the
no, no,
small.
no, 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 Anshumanji. This is the most basic thing in this program. The
Yesterday,
most,
yes, yes,
the most
yesterday I
basic
missed.
thing in this program is
Hmm.
you take a full breath in, you allow that first exhale, relax your belly, exhale again. Because this program was born out of the realization that our exhales can be very long. Our exhales can be actually very, very long. Sometimes I time them. I get amazing timings sometimes. I'm not going to talk about it now, but amazing timings. Just the exhale. That depends on in how deep a level of relaxation you've reached. If you've reached a very deep level of relaxation, your exhales can be unimaginably long, unbelievably long. I've shared some of that in social media, but I don't like to do too much of that because people have their own ways of looking at things. Anyway, yes, Nehaji.
Tentatively, how long, just to get a rough idea, in case if we reach there.
The longest long?
Like to know that, please.
You really want to know? I see. If I tell you, you will say I'll lose my credibility with you.
Something nearby, if you can just share, just for our level. It's okay. You don't give the extreme, but at least
Okay,
something where we can at least get motivated and reach there.
it's definitely in two figures, minutes. Hmm? Not two digits.
Okay.
Two digits. Yeah. Yeah. So okay, let's take a full deep breath and go. Relax the belly. Engage Muladhara. Muladhara Swadhisthana. Muladhara Swadhisthana and Manipura. And then add Anahata and Vishuddhi and more. Very good. Somebody is cleansing. Somebody wants to throw out something. Very good. Throw it out. How many of you are feeling your breath is feeling lighter, easier, smoother? Raise your hands or answer me. Does your breath feel lighter, smoother? Dr. Manoj, very good. Very good. Pratik ji, excellent. Okay, BK's yoga. What is your name, BK's yoga?
The Tulsi.
Tulsi ji. Arey, wow, what a beautiful name, Tulsi ji. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tulsi ji. Very good. Yeah. So you can feel that your breath is lighter already. So imagine how much better, easier, lighter it will be once you continue with this process. Okay, now let's jump to the next part. Uh, how many have we done? Krishna's food? Three or four?
Three.
Three.
Three वैसे
Uh, वैसे तो दो और कर लीजिए अच्छा quickly. Do two
three
more. Do it on your own. I won't tell you. Do it on your own. If you have anything to share, then you can share it. Slow deep breath and the Krishna's flute maneuver. Very powerful. Beautiful cleansing. शेखावत जी करिए क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं Runu ji, how is it going for you? Are you doing a little bit of Krishna's flute maneuver? Runu ji? Runu ji is our star. Please, everyone, understand. Runu ji is our star. She has a very serious lung issue and she's fighting it, and she's fighting it beautifully. Runu ji, I want to know, are you doing the Krishna's flute maneuver? I don't know. Anshumanji noticed that I didn't record. Okay, but I've started now. Okay, so Okay, Hiralji says not well. I'll listen. So sorry.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, yes, yes.
When we are doing this,
Hmm.
each time after contracting the Muladhara, Swadhisthana and all, so we'll keep it contracted or we'll
No, no,
relax
no,
it
no,
every
no,
time?
no, no, no. Every time you see, what do? You engage the Muladhar when I count one. Then you
Yes.
disengage and then engage Muladhar and Swadhisthana. Because what are we trying to do? We are trying to squeeze everything upwards to throw it out. See
Okay.
the phlegm, etc., that collects in the sushumna and the other nadis needs to be worked upwards. We can't throw it out through other ways. So it has to come out through this, through the throat, etc., out of the system. That is normally कैसे होता है? जब सर्दी जुकाम होती है, we sneeze, we produce phlegm which we throw out sometimes and so on, right? And then every time we do that, we feel better, we breathe easier. Yeah, Ronuji, are you doing the Krishna's flute maneuver? कर रहे हैं? Softly, huh? Softly. So now as you do the Krishna's flute maneuver, do it a little easy, a little gentle initially, but later you can actually add a little more pressure. Test your body's limits. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it in one day, but build it up slowly. Keep, pushing the boundaries so that you know how much you can go. Because the deeper you start going, the more you are able to squeeze out of your system, the better will be the quality of your breath. The better will be the flow of your sushumna. And like yesterday, somebody mentioned, where is that person? I think he's not here today. He was here earlier. Maybe he's not here. Oh, Prashantji, yeah, he's there. He mentioned how when your sushumna flows, both your nostrils feel like they are flowing. How many of you can feel both your nostrils are more or less flowing? Dr. Manoj, Prateek ji, arey wow, very good, very good. Who else? Aha, Anshuman ji, excellent. Okay, Snehal ji, wow. BK's Tulsi ji, Kaushik ji, arey wow. Lot of you are reporting this.
Sir, actually, I have a question.
Yes, Tulsi ji.
Sir, after doing this, actually, while doing this, my body is getting very loose. So, is it okay?
My body is
बहुत
getting
ही very loose, like एकदम
No.
से मेरा body पूरा ऐसे.
You are feeling light.
Yes, light.
Tulsi ji, you are feeling light.
My breath is easier, but I feel very light. Like
That's a good thing.
very
It's a
light.
beautiful thing. If your body feels light, it's wonderful. When I go for a walk sometimes and my body feels light, sometimes I get the feeling that my body will rise up on its own like a balloon. It's a beautiful feeling. Enjoy it. Right. So very good. A lot of you are saying that both of your nostrils are seeming to flow, and that's a very good thing. That's a sign that your sushumna is getting activated. Perfect. Excellent. Do you have something to say, Anshuman ji, Tulsi ji, Kaushik ji? You've raised your hands.
Yes, just wanted to ask. Sometimes we feel the inhalation, less inhalation from the one of the nostrils. We means
That is no,
मतलब
that is normal. That is normal.
okay, okay,
So that is why when both the nostrils flow more or less equally, the sushumna is flowing. Okay, Kaushik ji, you had a
Sir, what happens is many times in the day, in the morning also what I saw, right nostril is working, then the right nostril get closed and the left one start working.
So there is a
uh,
very interesting field of study connected with pranayam. It's called Swara Yoga. Some of you are familiar. I think Dr. Manoj is nodding. Swara Yoga. It's a very specialized field of study, and they become more aware of which nostril is flowing. Depending on the nostril that is flowing, the day, the time of the day, you can actually predict what is going to happen. That is what Swara Yoga goes into. Swara Yoga even goes deeper into ways to manipulate the flow so that you can get an outcome that you desire. Very, very interesting field. If you wish to go deeper, I'm just sharing it briefly for you. Now we come to the next part, which is
So,
the
how can we know about it?
ऑनलाइन सर्च
Sorry,
करिए ना, मिल जाएंगे. जब समय आएगा आपको मिल जाएंगे. You, if you are interested, you keep your mind open to it. Information will start coming to you. Right. So now we come to the next part, which is the complete yogic breath. Same thing. Again, three parts in this. The complete yogic breath on its own is already a very powerful breath work or a pranayam, a very powerful way of breathing. What do we do in complete yogic breath? Relax your belly. Breathe in as low as your breath goes. Pelvic area, lower abdomen. Fill all the way up. Fill your breath lower, higher, 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 all the way up. Take it up to your shoulders. Fill it up. When your body is filled with this breath, allow the exhale to start at the lowest point, which is near the Mooladhara, which is near the end of the tailbone. Allow your out breath to flow up along the spine. That's it. This is the complete yogic, the basic thing in the complete yogic breath. But we are using the complete yogic breath for Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya. So we will bring in the elements that we have used before. What are the three elements? Stop, go, stop, go. The stop is not a midway stop. We exhale fully. It's gone, we stop. We wait a moment, again we exhale. We wait a moment, again we exhale. That's the only extra we do. And then later we add the squeezes, the Krishna's flute maneuver. These are the additional. So the complete yogic breath, along with this, becomes a very powerful breath. So first we will just do 5 cycles of the complete yogic breath. Full deep breath in stages, lowest, higher, 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 all the way up. Fill it up. Wait a moment. Allow the exhale from the base of the spine. Let it move upwards. Very simple. आप लोग करिए, everyone start doing it. Shekhawat ji is raising his hand. I'll see what he's saying, but you do it on your own, and then I'll join you. Yeah, Shekhawat ji, you were saying something.
जो एक्सेल करेंगे तो आपका करेंगे विद स्पाइन, हाउ इट विल बी, मतलब दिस.
Okay, so your body is a very unique thing.
Yes, sir.
If you allow, if your mind tells the body that the exhale starts in the Mooladhara, at the base of the spine, यदि आप spine को छुएंगे, लास्ट में जाके एनस के पहले टेलबोन रहता है, उसको बोलते हैं टेलबोन. वहां से allow your out breath to start over there. It will start moving up along the spine. When your out breath starts moving up along the spine, it starts activating your sushumna. The more you work your way through the sushumna, it's like a, यदि कोई किसी पाइप पे कुछ गंदगी है, तो उसमें आप पानी डालेंगे, थोड़ा क्लीन होगा, और डालेंगे और क्लीन होगा, और डालेंगे और क्लीन होगा. कभी कभी थोड़ा ज्यादा भी डालना पड़ सकता, थोड़ा प्रेशर भी डालना पड़ सकता. But we will not do all that. We will only allow the flow of breath up along the spine. We are starting with the exhale. Channel the exhale up along the spine. Very simple. Are we clear? Are we clear? शेखावत जी समझ गए हो आप?
कुछ कुछ आया सर, आई विल डू.
ट्राई करिए ना, आपका माइंड बहुत चलता है शेखावत जी. आप पहले प्रश्न पूछते हो ट्राई करने के पहले. लेट इट हैपन, करिए. Your body is a very powerful thing. चलिए, take a full deep breath. Fill it up all the way up. Wait a moment. Allow the exhale from the base of the spine. All gone. Stop. Relax your belly. Continue some more. Relax your belly. Some more. Once again. And again. And again. One more time. In breath. Fill it up. Wait a moment. Allow the exhale from the base of the spine. all gone. Stop, relax the belly, continue. Relax the belly one more time. Relax again and again. Take a breath. Very simple. You are doing the complete yogic breath, but with a small variation. The variation is instead of one exhale, you are allowing numerous exhales. So now your whole system is allowing as much air to leave as possible, as much toxins to leave as possible. Again, take a full deep breath. Niche se upar, fill it up. Wait a moment. Allow the exhale. Relax the belly. Continue to exhale. One more time. Again. And again. In breath. So you do this 3, 4, 5 times. No problem. Yes, Dr. Manoj.
The inhalation is one continuous process, or it is to be
One,
broken?
no, no break. One continuous flow. So like in a ghada, like in a pitcher, what happens? You let the water fill at the, it automatically fills at the bottom, and then it keeps filling upwards. Similarly, with your breath, you can allow that. If you channel your breath down to the Muladhara or the pelvic region, it will fill there, then slowly up, 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 all the way to the shoulders. And if you like, you can actually go a little higher. You'll get the sense it's going a little higher. Probably won't, but you'll get the sense. So you can really fill it up. Wait a moment, we don't want to go so far. We'll just fill it up comfortably all the way to the shoulders. Filled up, it's like a balloon almost inside. Wait a moment and then allow the exhale. Allow the exhale. I always say allow the exhale. I'm not saying exhale because I don't want you to use pressure in the exhale. I want that to happen on its own, because when it happens on its own, it starts moving up along the spine. It's a very subtle thing. It's a very natural thing that happens. But once your breath starts moving up along the spine, you actually start cleansing, or you start opening your sushumna. In many ways, as far as your adhyatmic, as far as your spiritual journey is concerned, the sushumna plays an extremely important, extremely central role. But not only that, in your wellness, in your well-being, in other aspects of life, even over there, sushumna plays an extremely important role. Somebody has a question. I just do
So
it.
both the inhalation and the exhalation are continuous processes.
Continuous process, but the exhalation is broken now. We allow the first exhale, then we stop. We relax the belly, then continue the exhale. So it's really not that continuous now. It's a repeat.
Please, show the exhalation.
I'm sorry, can you say it again?
You show the exhalation process.
Show.
I mean,
how can I show it? It's an inner thing. How can I show it?
no, what I mean is it something similar to the Krishna flute Gandharva?
It is the same as what we were doing with the huffing technique. What were we doing in the huffing technique? First huff, stop, relax the belly. Second huff, stop, relax the belly.
Exhalation
Third
is
huff,
the same.
same thing. Even here, you allow the first exhale. The only thing is, in the huffing technique, you exhale a little forcefully. But here, there is no force. You are allowing the exhale because we are trying to move that exhale up the spine. We are trying to move it up the spine because we want something to start opening, working, happening at the sushumna. See, this clarity you will get as you continue. At this moment, you will not understand whether it's working on your sushumna. Only what you will understand is the effect. Like you said, both your nostrils are flowing. It could be flowing from before. I'm not saying it's happening only now because of this. But as you do the Krishna's flute maneuver, as you do it, repeat it a few times, chances are it's going to happen. Even if it's not happening otherwise, chances are it will happen at least here for a little while. So we were discussing the Swara Yoga a little while earlier. So in
I have a
Swara
question,
Yoga,
sir.
1 second. In Swara Yoga, nadis keep switching. 1.5 ghanta one nadi, 1.5 ghanta another nadi. Switch again, switch again, switch, switch. It keeps switching. Between the switches for about 4 minutes, Sushumna flows. As the nadi switch, according to the Swara Yoga practitioners and people who understand it, this switch happens all the time. And between switches, Sushumna flows for 4 minutes. And that's very important. Because if the Sushumna didn't flow at all, we would have huge health issues. Yeah, Pratik ji, go on.
So from what I understand, at the huffing technique, we are exhaling with through our mouth. And in this one, we are exhaling through our nostril.
That is one thing. In the huffing technique, you are using a little force. Here, you are not using any force. You are allowing the exhale. Okay. So AG, I think that would be someone. AG. Anyway, AG says I could not do only exhale second time and so on. I don't know what that means. Inhalation is happening before every exhalation. Okay, so now all I can tell you is that this is not what we wish to do. We wish to exhale, stop, exhale, stop, continue to exhale 3, 4, 5 times. If it is not happening, let your mind tell your body to do it. If your body listens to your mind, very good. If your body doesn't listen to your mind, it will not listen to my mind. So you'll have to work on that.
Yeah, sir. Can we inhale also 3, 4 times?
No. Inhale is 1 time.
Only 1 time.
One full inhale.
Okay.
But why do you want to inhale 3, 4 times?
Sometimes I'm feeling that one full inhale is not enough. I can inhale more.
Okay. Try it. See how it feels. But if you can actually fill it up all in one go. You don't need to go for 3, 4 inhales. Okay. But if you wish to try it once or twice, try it. Na? Dekhiye na kya farak aata. It is your body, it is your breath. It's not as if it's going to harm you.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes, Manoj.
So in the exhalation part, that means we don't engage the belly at all.
Of course we do.
We do.
As you exhale, a little bit of your belly will get engaged. Otherwise, the exhalation will not happen. Therefore, after that exhalation happens, I say relax your belly, which means release whatever tension you have built up there. Right. So once again, we have to go a little fast, okay? A little full breath. Fill it up. Wait a moment. Allow the exhale from the base of the spine. All gone. Relax your belly. Wait a moment. Continue to exhale. Relax your belly. Continue to exhale. Once again. Again. In breath. So this is the very simple part of the complete yogic breath, like in the huffing technique. What is part 2? Who can tell me what is part 2 of this? Come on, you should know. Yes, Dr. Manoj.
Part 2 of?
The complete yogic breath. So this part of the Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya, first part is huffing technique. Second part is the complete yogic breath. Complete yogic breath also has 3 parts. The first is just what we did just now. So what is the second part? Who can tell me?
We can add Krishna's flute to it.
That is part 3, Snehal ji. Sorry, Nehal ji. That is part 3.
Engaging the belly.
Second part is you do what you were doing earlier, but you add some squeezes, like in the huffing technique. Okay. In the huffing technique, part 2 of huffing technique was just squeezes, gentle squeezes, in the lowest area, then lowest and slightly higher, and then slightly higher. Basically a rough version of the Krishna's flute maneuver. So I'm just trying to get your body primed to do the Krishna's flute maneuver, because Krishna's flute maneuver itself is a very powerful technique. So instead of jumping directly to it, you can do that later. Nehalji, once you are comfortable with the whole process, you can do it comfortably, no problem. But I'm easing you into it. Instead of just jumping into it, first I do a general complete yogic breath with the stop, go, stop, go. Then we add a little bit of squeeze, squeeze a little more, squeeze a little more, and a little more. We add that, and then we go into the Krishna's flute maneuver. The Krishna's flute maneuver itself is it's the icing on the cake, or it's the Kohinoor diamond in the crown. It's a very powerful technique. अभी आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा. करते करते you will fall in love with this technique because it's so cleansing. And oh, one more thing. This complete yogic breath on its own is a very powerful breath. If you ever catch a cold, if you ever feel you are becoming breathing is becoming difficult, do this about 15 times. Just the normal also is enough. But if you do it with what you have learned or what you are learning now, if you do it with that, 15 cycles of this, it will take you about 5 minutes, won't take very long. At least your nose will not be blocked. So sometimes when we get a blocked nose, sleeping becomes very difficult. We struggle to somehow breathe and get a good night's sleep. Do this before you go to bed. 15 cycles of this. I guarantee you, you will sleep a beautiful night's sleep. No problem that you have a cold. Your nose might flow. You might be, expelling something, but you will continue to breathe easy. So take a slow, deep breath. Fill it up. Haji?
ये जो इनहेल एक्सहेल करके जो बेली रिलैक्स करते हो तो ऑटोमेटिकली स्लाइट इनहेलेशन हो जाता है.
होता तो होने दीजिए, अब क्या करेंगे आप. बट लेट योर माइंड टेल योर बॉडी कि हमको एक्सहेल करना, अभी इनहेल नहीं करना. करते करते धीरे धीरे हर कोई मानने लग जाता है. बार बार बोलेंगे ना, मानने लग जाएगा. बट उसको आप बोलेंगे नहीं तब वो मानेगा नहीं. आपका माइंड, आपका बॉडी. योर बॉडी हैज टू लिसन टू योर माइंड. हाँ शेखावत जी, आपकी, what about the others? Is your body listening to your mind or not? Come on, raise your hand if you say yes. Okay, very good. Snehal ji, very good. Sometimes. Okay. Come on, give me a thumbs up if your mind is able to control your body a little. Okay, Hiral ji, very good. Okay, some of you have no problem, some have, but you'll be able to overcome, I'm sure. Tulsi ji, thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay, very good, very good. Perfect. Slow, deep breath. Now, first exhale, let it all go. Second exhale, squeeze lowest area, and then lowest and a little higher. Lowest, little higher, still higher. That's. चलिए पूरा deep breath लीजिए. Wait a moment. Allow the exhale. All gone. Do first squeeze. Relax belly. Again, lowest and a little higher. Lowest, a little higher, and more. And more. And more. In breath. Fill it up. Allow the exhale. All gone. Relax the belly. Do with the squeeze. Squeeze some more. And again. And again. And again. Now, when we do these squeezes, not the Krishna's flute maneuver, the squeezes, you can, if you get a sense of where you feel congestion, like Nehalji was saying earlier, you feel congestion here sometimes, you can actually do an inner squeeze in that area. You can actually start gently, do a little inner squeeze in that area, and then move it up. You will find that you're able to almost see your lungs are like a sponge. Your lungs are actually like a sponge. So you can actually squeeze with that, with the inner muscles, you can actually squeeze your lungs, push things out of your lungs. And remember what I told you yesterday, size of a tennis court, huge surface area. Your lungs are that big, size of a tennis court. So again, take a full deep breath. Wait a moment. Allow the exhale. Relax. Squeeze in the lowest area. Take it higher. Take it higher. Add some extra squeeze in the chest area. Some more. Add a little more pressure. Breathe in. Dr. Sharaya Sneakan, yeah, you have a question. You raised your hand.
Yes, Rajesh ji,
Yeah, sure.
I have a question just to verify the steps in this complete yogic breath, which we are doing as in part 2. So when you're saying that the after complete inhalation, we exhale fully. So the exhalation has to be in the same sequence, what you suggested in yogic breath part 1, which means we start from the bottom and then go up, or is it just an, okay?
Yeah. We start at the bottom because see, we're trying to move it all upwards. We are trying to move it upwards on the understanding that the sushumna is actually also like a drain, and we're trying to cleanse the sushumna by moving whatever is there up the sushumna so that it comes up. Now sometimes some of you will start feeling that there is something collecting in the chest or in the throat and so on. Gargle with hot water, reasonably hot water. If you like, add a pinch of salt, very effective. And if you make an infusion, chai, like a tea bag, put a tea bag, or if you like tea leaves, but then you'll have to strain it because we don't want the tea leaves going inside. So tea bags work beautifully. So use a tea bag. You can use green tea also. Use that, add a pinch of salt, gargle with that water. If the water is hot, not so hot that you hurt yourself, but hot enough that you are able to tolerate comfortably, it's a superb way to cleanse this whole system, this whole area. And in fact, it also helps with the sinuses. It just cleanses this up beautifully. So do this regularly. Whatever is being moved up through this practice will be thrown out of your system very easily through the gargling. I was a teacher for a long time. I was a teacher. After my business crashed, I became a teacher in China. When I was a teacher in China, I had to use my voice. Since I had to use my voice every day, and I was a very heavy smoker, 40 cigarettes a day, I always had a throat issue. Gargling is what kept me going. So I became a committed gargler, and I've taken even gargling to a very deep level, which I cannot even talk about now because it's connected with some other kriyas that I do. But I've made that gargle into a very powerful cleansing technique. But इसके बारे में कभी और बात करेंगे when we do something else, some other program or something. I do many kinds of programs. So if you wish, we can join. You have my number. I've shared my number here. I'll do it again. +917003092539. That's my number. Send me a message here and I'll add you to one of the groups and we can discuss what you wish to learn. Right. Once again, full deep breath. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, Rajesh, I'm really sorry. Just a follow-up on confirmation on the same thing. So after the exhalation, when you're saying that the constriction from the bottom to the upper part, so the constriction also goes in the same steps. And once you are moving,
why do you call it constriction? Squeeze.
Okay. Yeah, I really sorry, I was just maybe using a different word. So the squeezes that you are allowing when you are moving to the second squeeze, do you think that the retention will be there in the first squeeze as well, or how is it technically possible?
Now, how should I say? Look at my hands. So let's say the first squeeze is like this. The second squeeze is like this. The third squeeze is like this. The fourth squeeze is like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Upwards this way.
Yeah. Okay.
So that whatever is there is being moved up, basically. That's the sense you'll get.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for confirming
No,
that.
not at all. Not at all. Right. So once again, take a full deep breath. And now, this time when we come to the chest area, we will do a little extra squeeze. Those who are young, those who are healthy, those who have no real issues to be worried about, they can do a little extra, add a little more pressure. Those who have any issues connected with their health, listen to your body. Don't overdo anything. Take a full deep breath. And then go out from the base of the spine. All gone. Stop. Wait a moment. Continue with the squeeze. And then a little more. Add a little more pressure. As you come to the chest, a little more. And a little more. In. So I hope no issues. Body is comfortable. Your body is not responding in a negative way. You know you have a limit that you can push to. Build on it slowly. Again, don't have to do it all day 1. Don't have to do it all in day 10 either. Build it slowly. Let your body become comfortable. Let your body start enjoying the process and the cleansing. It'll feel very nice when the cleansing really takes root. Oh my God. Is it time? You'll have to give me 5-7 minutes more, because the most important part is still pending, the Krishna's flute maneuver. So this is the second part, the complete yogic breath with the squeezes. Only remember to add a little extra squeeze in the chest area, so that sponge, we get to squeeze the sponge, so to speak. Now, third part, the Krishna's flute maneuver. Full deep breath. Allow the exhale. Relax the belly, and then squeeze in the Muladhara. Relax the belly, Muladhara Swadhisthana. Relax the belly, Muladhara Swadhisthana Manipura. And then higher. And then still higher. And some more. In breath. So now you've added the Krishna's flute maneuver, first cycle. Let's do 4 more of these. Do it on your own, or if you want, I can prompt. Take a full deep breath. Fill it up. Relax a moment. Allow the exhale from the base of the spine. All gone. Relax your belly. And then continue with the first squeeze, the Krishna's flute maneuver. Then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 7. In breath. Do this a few more times. Do it on your own.
Sir,
Yes, Kaushal.
I could not understand the difference between part 2 and part 3.
So part 2 is a very gentle, very general, very rough part of what we do in the Krishna's flute maneuver. Krishna's flute maneuver is more targeted. It's targeting each chakra level. In the part 2, we are not targeting any particular chakra, which is moving generally, but we are moving the squeezes similarly as in the Krishna's flute maneuver. I hope that answers your question. Anything else? Okay, once again, no, 2, 3 times more. We've done it twice. Once again, do it on your own. Full deep breath. Start at the bottom and fill it up. Wait a moment. Allow the exhale. All gone. Wait a moment. Continue with the squeezes. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 7. In. Yeah. So this is very simple, and notice how your breath changes. Do it a couple more times on your own. Chaliye kariye. So that, I think if you've done it again, that's enough. Basically, this is it. Notice how your breath changes. Feel how your breath feels lighter, smoother, easier, subtler, especially after the Krishna's flute maneuver. As you continue, as you dive deeper into the practice, as you're able to bring a little more into the practice, the cleansing will become even more powerful. And like I said, as your sushumna gets cleansed, activated, you'll get superb results in many different areas of your life. Rajesh ji, do we allow the complete deep breath out, then relax? Yes, that's right. First we let the full breath out, wait a moment, and then we continue with the squeezes. Why do we let the first breath out? Because we want to create a little bit of a emptiness over there so that the squeeze happens well. If we do it while there is still a lot of breath inside, then the squeeze will not happen very well. So we allow a little bit of emptiness to come there. Yes, Neerji.
Just release a bit of the breath, not complete exhale, right?
No, complete exhale.
Complete exhale.
Always complete exhale.
Okay,
We
so
are we are we are not going to do any miserliness with our breath.
okay,
सब
there
बाहर जाने का.
पूरा सब बाहर निकल जाता है, then we relax our belly, so our whole system is completely cleared. There is no air inside, right? There might be some residue, but what we have inhaled is out, so we are just squeezing the chakras and completely exhaling the residue, whatever is inside, right?
Number one. But number two, the process is continuous. So your blood is continuously bringing used carbon dioxide and depositing in the lungs,
Okay.
which you exhale.
Okay. Got it.
ठीक है? Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.